Good morning, squad. Welcome back to MadMizzy Sports Morning Show, the #1 spot for everything sports talk, sports news, sports debate in the morning. Hope y'all had a great, adventurous, safe weekend. Of course, y'all had a safe weekend because y'all back this Monday, episode 108. We got a crazy rundown this Monday. We got to start it off me giving advice to Ja Morant after him being suspended for at least 2 games. If you don't know what's going on with Ja Morant, I'm going to fill y'all in on what's going on with the Memphis Grizzlies point guard Ja Morant. Then we going to touch in on the Sixers snapping the Bucks 15-16 game win streak this past Saturday. What do the Sixers need to do to win a series against the Milwaukee Bucks or the Boston Celtics? Then we gonna go from Milwaukee to LA. Have the Los Angeles Clippers finally turn the corner in a 135-129 win over the Memphis Grizzlies last night? And then before we end it off, Anthony Richardson, the quarterback from the University of Florida, is out there blowing minds away at the NFL Combine. Is he the next Cam Newton or Patrick Mahomes? Let's get right into it, gang gang. So to start off episode 108, Monday episode, we got to start it off with the news of Ja Morant being suspended for at least 2 games, taking time away from the team after he was being seen on Instagram Live with a gun in a nightclub. He's still being investigated for an incident earlier in the year where it's supposed that he was in a car that was pointing red beams at the Pacers traveling bus. And then we have another incident that's being investigated where he allegedly put hands on a 17-year-old kid and pulled a gun out on this kid. So my advice to Ja Morant is don't let the culture dictate your life, man. Don't let trying to be cool dictate your life. Don't let trying to be tough dictate your life. Don't let trying to be something that you're not dictate your life, man. We've all been there. I've been there. You are in the NBA because when dudes was going out and skipping weight training and they was skipping practice, you was in the gym. You was in the gym working on your jump shot. That's what you need to be on right now, bro. Forget the club. You feel what I'm saying? Forget the guns. Forget your homies. No, I'm gonna come holler at you on the off season. You feel what I'm saying? But you're not coming on road trips with me, pops. Yeah, little baby girl. Yeah, but Joe Black from the block? No, bro. I'm sorry, my guy. You feel what I'm saying? No. What do you want to roll with me for, bro? Are you my personal trainer? Are you gonna get me up at 5 in the morning and work me out every morning? Or are you just there for a check? So every city we go to, you can go out and eat in fancy 5-star restaurants. Get those people from around you, Ja, and don't let the culture dictate your life. Because we've all been there, and the culture will eat you up and spit you out, as we've seen with a lot of people across the nation. Not just in black neighborhoods, from every neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? Don't let the drugs, the violence, the music influence you, bro. Don't let it happen, man. You have way too much to lose to let the culture take it away from you, bro. You got a $200 million contract already before the age of 30, dog. You could easily become a billionaire through being a professional athlete. So don't let the culture eat you up, man. I'm a dude. I came from the military. After basic training, I went straight back to the block. You feel what I'm saying? After AIT and basic training, I went straight back to the block. And I praise Allah, I thank Allah every morning that I got up out of that situation. But it's like, everybody tells you that's not going nowhere. And the last thing I want to say before I get out of here, know what you're signing up for if this is what you really want. Because you also got to realize you're a basketball player. Your money is coming from playing in NBA games. You are contractually obligated to show up to 82 locations. You don't want to go through it with these wolves that'll pop up anywhere, bro, and do whatever at any time. You're worth $200 million, bro. $200 million. Change your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle. Let's move on. Philadelphia 76ers snapped the Milwaukee Bucks win streak this past Saturday, led by the offense of James Harden and the defense of Joel Embiid. What do the Sixers need to do to win a series against the Milwaukee Bucks or the Boston Celtics? They need that James Harden for a series to have a shot. Point blank, period. Step back, James Harden. Get to the cup, floater, James Harden. And at the free throw line, James Harden. They cannot win a series against the Milwaukee Bucks or the Boston Celtics with James Harden being a shell of himself, being passive. You can't. You get what I'm saying? Joel Embiid is going to show up. And that's the best thing. Like, Joel Embiid and his size, he's going to clog up that lane on Giannis, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. So you're going to make it a perimeter game for the most part with with Joel as long as he stays healthy, but you need that offense because you know at the end of the day, Giannis, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown is going to make it tough for Joel on the other end. So for me, you got to get this from James Harden, and if you get this from James Harden, it relieves so much from Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey that they're going to be there. You get what I'm saying? So to me, the key to all this is James Harden. It's the beard. You feel what I'm saying? Because if he's a shell of himself, or if you're looking at Tyrese Maxey or Tobias Harris to be your second option, your consistent second option, it's not going to happen. For a game or two in the series, they can do it. But for the majority of the series, James Harden has to be that clear number 2 option, if not that clear number 1 option. He has to take advantage. He has to take advantage. I love the way he played though this past Saturday. I had to shout him out. You feel what I'm saying? My boy Trey, that's his dude. He always posting them, and I was just proud to actually see him show up and lead this team to a comeback victory because they were down big to the Bucks. So I really like the competitive nature that James Harden showed. Like, that was the one time that, in my eyes, that I seen James Harden be like, bro, we're not losing, and we about to get it in. You want a ball? Let's get it in. Because James Harden, to me, is always like that dude. If he come out and he hitting it, he gonna be right at you. But if it go a little sideways, he gonna be that dude to fade away. I'll get you next time. Not Saturday. He was like, no, we gonna turn this joint around, bro. You tripping. I didn't think they was gonna come back and get the victory. Shout out to the Philadelphia 76ers. Milwaukee Bucks did win yesterday, so they right back on the winning trail. So, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I think the Eastern Conference has a lot more potential to be a very competitive playoff series if the Philadelphia 76ers can round into the team that we expect them to be. Let's move on. Have the Los Angeles Clippers finally turned the corner, winning against the Memphis Grizzlies 135-129 last night in a comeback victory led by Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. To me, I'm going to say no. No, the Clippers have not turned the corner because they were down big to the Memphis Grizzlies without Ja Morant, as I just spoke on. Ja is suspended for 2 games. To me, I'm just looking at the Los Angeles Clippers, and they don't play any defense, and that's kind of shocking when you think they got 2 of the best perimeter defenders on their team. They got 2 of the best two-way players on their team in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, and they can't guard a soul. They can't stop a nosebleed. I look at last night. To me, I'm gonna be honest, my dream transaction that would happen this offseason would probably be Dame Lillard going to the Los Angeles Clippers, or Paul George or Kawhi Leonard going to Portland to play with Dame. Dame needs a superstar, and then I feel as though the Clippers or Paul George and Kawhi would benefit so much from Dame Lillard because they was balling when they had Reggie Jackson, and Dame is just Reggie Jackson on steroids. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, have the Los Angeles Clippers finally turned that corner? No, they have not. They still bottom feeders in that Western Conference. I do not see them as true contenders in the Western Conference. They just got a much needed victory over shorthanded Grizzlies team. Let's move on. Let's touch on the NFL and the NFL Combine before we end off episode 108. Anthony Richardson, the ex-quarterback for the University of Florida, is in the NFL Combine just blowing minds. He set the record for the broad jump for quarterbacks, I think, or was it the vertical jump? One of those jumps he set the record for, just out there proving his athleticism, showing off his arm strength. Is he the next Patrick Mahomes or Cam Newton? Let me address the Cam Newton one first. I know that's the one that a lot of people are going to look into and be like, he has that body type, he has that size, athleticism, but Cam Newton was special. Cam Newton was special when he was at Florida. Then Cam Newton went to JUCO, won the national championship there. Then he came and played 1 year at Auburn, won the Heisman, and won the national championship there. So let's start with the comparisons to Cam Newton. Is he close to Patrick Mahomes? It's going to be interesting to see where he lands. That's going to be the biggest thing because I think we look at it, he's probably just as raw as a Patrick Mahomes. He has that ability, but it's all about, will you land with a Andy Reid type? You look, I don't know where he'll land because a lot of teams don't have top picks. You think about the most creative minds in the game, unless Brian Daboll and them go for him, unless he drops and Brian Daboll and the New York Giants happen to shoot a shot at him, I really don't see where he would land unless he goes to the Washington Commanders. I mean, Eric Bieniemy. Hey, listen, I don't know. That might be the one right there. So if he lands in the perfect situation, I will be keeping a keen eye on Anthony Richardson. I remember watching him last year, and I'm like, where did this dude come from? And then I was like, yo, this dude big as a mug. Then he was just slinging it, strong. Now, of course, he's raw as hell as far as like reading defenses, getting the ball out to the right spots and all that, but he looked like he got a lot of potential, man. He looked like he got a lot of potential. Let's slow down on the Cam Newton and Patrick Mahomes comparisons, though. Please. Let me know what y'all think. This is episode 108 of MadMizzy Sports Morning Show. Do y'all have any advice for Ja Morant as he's going through these troubling times? Sixers snapped the Milwaukee Bucks win streak. What do the Philadelphia Sixers need to do to win a series against the Milwaukee Bucks or the Boston Celtics? Have the Los Angeles Clippers finally turned that corner in a 135-129 win over the Memphis Grizzlies? And is Anthony Richardson the next Patrick Mahomes or Cam Newton in the NFL? Let me know what y'all think. MadMizzy Sports Morning Show. Like, comment, share, subscribe, listen, alert. MizzyWorld Entertainment. Gang.